and in constant trouble. That should be on your resume. I have, and I'm not boasting, but I have great faith. I have the gift of faith. And I have a great missionary, evangelistic kind of thing going on inside of me. I just don't know how to stop talking about Jesus. And I will not until I die. These two ladies here, these missionaries, they have great faith too. And they have a missionary zeal. And that's why one of the reasons, among many besides they're beautiful, they look better than me, that's one of the reasons why I asked them to come up here. Because they too have great faith and have great missionary zeal and a desire to share Jesus around the world. He who receives a prophet in the name of a prophet will receive. There are many gifts in here. And very often we walk right past those gifts and never appropriate the thing that we need. There was a woman who had an issue of blood. And she had a need. And you all know the story. 12 years of this issue. She had an issue. And there were a lot of men around her. They had a lot of issues too. And one of the issues was, woman, you with the issue, we have an issue with you. You're unclean. And if you come into our midst, you have to yell, unclean, unclean. Right? And what did this woman do? She saw something. She sensed something. Inside, she had a need. And she said to Moses and his clan, get out of my way. I have a need. And I'm not going to let your rules, rituals, ordinances, customs, traditions prevent you from getting what I need. She got past them. And then she got to the new crowd. Peter, James, John, the super apostles who are going to be seated on the left and the right hand and arguing, who's the greatest in the kingdom. She had to deal with that issue. They were trying to decide who could come in to talk to Jesus and who couldn't come and talk to Jesus. And she pushed past super apostles. If I can just touch the hem of his garment, I'll be healed. She went even further. She didn't ask Jesus permission. She didn't come up to King Jesus and say, "Oh Lord and Master, would you heal this dog?" If I touch the hem of his garment, I'll be healed. I'm going to tell you something. Jesus is here. His garment is here. He's expanded into a many-membered, very large body. Completely fearless, absurdly happy, and in constant trouble. Those things that are preventing you from being that, you can push through. You can get that complete fearlessness. You can get that boldness. I am as bold as a lion. I have great faith. Draw it out of me. Great faith. Great hunger to see the world coming to Jesus. Draw it out of them today. Look at each other in the next few hours and days. Look at your needs, complete fearless, absurdly happy, and in constant trouble. To the degree that you are not that, you have need. Touch the hem of his garment here today. Don't leave this place lacking in this job description of a disciple of Jesus Christ. Absurdly happy. Brother Gary, I'm so lonely. I've got nobody to fellowship with. Does that sound absurdly happy? What's wrong? What's wrong? I am pregnant. Paul travailed. I travail till Christ be formed in you. We must be pregnant. Not only must we be pregnant, we want to knock somebody else up too. You ought to be, and we ought to be going out there and getting people pregnant. We ought to be. Do you have the incorruptible seed in you? Yes. Do you? Yes. Is it locked up? Does he want it locked up? No. What does he want with that incorruptible seed that's in you? Plant the He wants you to multiply. He wants you to be a Richard Wurmbrand, or a German carpenter, or an old man who started the whole process in prayer and travail and grievings and groanings and pushing past the fears and unbelief and traditions that says you can't. He wants you to say, I can. I can plant that seed. I can win one soul to Christ. I can win one Richard Wurmbrand. I have the love of Jesus in me, who wants many Richard Wurmbrands. And he wants you to say today, send me. Let me impregnate the next one. Not only let me impregnate the next one, let me stick around and let me bring them to maturity. Because I am a teacher. We all ought to be teachers. You can raise them up. You can bring them to maturity. And you have a whole family here who will help.